Citadex really started with my trip to Bowman, which had nothing to do with the software. I was going to Bowman simply because Bowman, North Dakota. I'd been to all 49 states. I'd never been to North Dakota, so I wanted to make kind of I guess, an adventure out of it. And so one of the very important things to me was to meet the law enforcement people there, though. And I made a list of people that I wanted to meet, that I wanted to talk to and get to know and spend some time with. And of course, they were on the top of my list, so I had called Chief Headley, and I just wanted to get to know him, and he seemed like a nice guy, and I'd actually read about him in the paper prior, and called him, and we met, and of course, we talked about families and things, but then obviously we talked about law enforcement software. I was very interested in what he was doing, and how kind of law enforcement worked in North Dakota, but also in a smaller agency. And he was very dedicated. He loved what he was doing, and so it was fun talking to someone that enthusiastic. And so I guess I got pretty excited about it too. And I kind of thought that the theme that I heard, though, is that small agencies need technology too. And I guess I knew that, but not to that extent. I didn't realize that they needed technology. They needed help. When I came home from my trip to Bowman, I didn't necessarily have a plan formulated. I just really saw the need. And so for a while, I just kept thinking about that, though. One of the mistakes we kept making was we kept doing the same thing that we always did, which was very successful for obviously the larger agencies, but it wouldn't work for the smaller ones. So when I came back, that was one. I think I really realized this has to be different. It's not the same thing. It's different. And two is that there was some technology, some things that are happening in the industry, in the computer world, that really finally made this feasible. And it really eliminated a lot of the problems that we kept running into in the past in trying to provide this product. And so I think those two things came together, and but the idea was we have got to do this differently. We've got to talk to them. We've got to try to forget everything we know. We've got to try and isolate this really away from our everything else we're doing, and kind of try and let this thing incubate on its own and become what it needs to become based on the input that we're getting from them, and only from them, from the smaller agencies that we need to work with. And that's what I felt when I went to Bowman, and because I'd kind of been removed, obviously, from the development of the product, the day-to-day working of it, but now I was talking to a chief who was having, who needed some help, or at least didn't need help. He was doing fine, but he could sure use some technology. Could sure help him do a lot of things that he wasn't able to do. And so that was fun, and that was exciting to me. And I thought, because it felt just like the beginning of the days, that now I'm seeing the need, and I'm seeing how that need can be fulfilled, and that was fun and exciting.